And hello, and welcome back to an all-new episode of the War Fortress Stoneembraced, the Fortress of Strife. Well, more like the Fortress of peacefully mining ahead. 2 sieges. When have we started? Year 250 or something, so we are in year 6 now, and well, as you know, we didn't have a lot of fighting. But anyway, okay, I'm recording today because things happened. I think I played for like half a year or so in-game. Please ignore all the rotten stuff. I kind of increased the corpse area because we killed a lot of Crondles. So, let's have a look what changed. I put up a quern now, or was it a millstone? We will find out soon together. Here we are. Yeah, I put up a quern. I put up this food stockpile, which contains all mushrooms and plants you can use for dye. And then I said, give to Pile Workshop. Then you can use your mouse, your keys to use the quern. And can tell him, okay, quern, you can only take it from this stockpile. So, when I say mill plants, he will take the plants only from this area. And I also made a back area with empty bags. And also gave a give... what is it called? A give order. 3 in order. I forgot the English word. I'm sorry. But basically, my the guys that will mill the stuff will go down, grab the bag, grab the dimple dye, altium, what was it? Let's have a look at what I actually allowed. So you can replicate it easier. So, hide root for red, blade weed for green, and dimple carp for blue. Yeah, and they will grab the item, go up here, mill it, and then bring it down here. And then my dyer shop will use the cloth and turn it into colored cloth with my dye. Basically pretty easy, but you kind of have to understand what you need to do before you can dye things, and it's really rare that caravans are bringing a lot of dye with them, so you might want to consider doing this yourself. That is why I showed it to you. So, also we have more humans. We don't have a lot of weapons for the humans, sadly enough, but let's have a look at them. So we have a spearman, which is right now walking out without a weapon because I don't have a good spear, and I don't want to interrupt my trainees that are creating tons of copper bolts right now just to get better at weaponsmithing. And yeah, we have a human crossbowman. As you know, he's running around with a bronze longsword. We have Sir Swordgate, which still has a short sword, but of course we want to have a longsword as soon as possible, and I hope that the human caravan will arrive, as it is now spring, and the spring caravan should arrive at some point. And we have a human pikeman, which also doesn't have a weapon right now. Oh no, wait a second. The spearman actually has a warhammer. I gave him a warhammer, and the pikeman is without a pike. But I want to give him like something spear-like, so I can give him the pike later. I think spears and pikes are sharing one skill. At least that's what I hope. We will see when it happens. So I have 4 human fighters right now, led by, of course, by a guy without any armor. Not armor, but without any armor. Without any armor and without any weapon. Herr Pumpe. So we need to make sure that Herr Pumpe won't stand first in line when the battle starts. But just so you know, this is what happened. Okay, yeah, so humans also started building their own houses because, as you know, well, humans don't live underground, so they need regular houses, a bit bigger than the ones the dwarves have, because, well, dwarves are okay with just small spaces, but humans need a bigger spaces. So we have here the house of Sir Swordgate, with a window, actually a crystal glass window, which is really, really uncommon, and brings quite a lot of money if I would sell it to a caravan. And up here is a Jalev which also needs a name. I have 2 humans that still need a name. We'll come up with some of them later. And yeah, they are now living outside. It's still looking not as good as it should look. In the end, I think I want to have a settlement, human settlement right around here. So I just need to find a way that where it not gets destroyed every time. By the way, you can see if you click in here, like here, you can see if it's inside, it's light, then it's above ground. I will click in here, it's inside, dark, it's subterranean. So pay attention if it's light or dark. So as you can see here, there's a ton of blood, and that is because I had one really big, massive tavern fight. And a lot of guys needed to go to the doctor, which was a bit of a problem because one of our doctors died. As you remember, he couldn't breathe because of the forgotten beasts that still sat around somewhere. I hope that is the issue. Otherwise, we still need to find out why our dwarves are suddenly dying of asphyxiation. Because I have no idea what could cause this if it wasn't that. Yeah, but okay, I only had 2 doctors, so it took a while to get all the dwarves back on their feet. Not all of them made it. Basically what started was a fight between Yoltz and... what was his name? Let's search him. I know where he is, because he will always be there. Yes, Hafter. Hafter the soap maker started attacking Yoltz. And, well... Hafter got smashed ribs, and in the end he bled to death, slain by the dwarf Yoltz. Well, that is what happened. Yeah, he also had a family, and so family lost their father. Also, his brother Barthold was going in, and also Barthold had no chance against Yoltz. So Yoltz killed 2 of our dwarves. It wasn't his brother, it was his sister, it looks like. Yeah, loving mother and wife. So, yeah. As you remember, we have... you might not remember, I just saw it when I tapped in the name. We have Barthold Young here, so he still has a boy, still growing up. And, well... what am I talking about? Of course, it's sister or brothers, they were married. It was a couple. So, yeah, the couple got kind of in a fight with Yolt, and Yolt killed both of them in a tavern brawl. So, Rossi is the next skin, so he will care about the kids. I hope he will. Because, well, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these kids are in our fortress. So, yeah. I have a lot of orphans right now. Which sucks a bit, but Rossi will care about them. I hope. I really, really hope. What else have we increased? We started... oh yeah, we have a bridge now. Down here. Oh yeah, this is actually a problem. I want to have a moat here, around here. Like I want to open this area, make it look a bit better, because right now I only have like this, call it outside, but I want to have also call it inside. And later I want to have the river flow into here, and then it will go down, and down here is where we will keep our crocodiles. And I want to have a few crystal glass windows, so wait a second, I totally forgot about that. Good thing I was looking here. Yeah, we want to have like the crocodiles swimming around here and some windows so we can see this crocodile swimming when we are running around down here. If we go down further, you can see that we also started to go down further for a while. Where is it? Yeah, we are extracting metal strands from the adamantium now, which takes forever, as I said. But we kind of need it because right now we have four weapon... Yeah, we have 4 weaponsmiths. And, well, if any of them gets into the mood of creating an artifact weapon, I want to have adamantium lying around. Because otherwise I will be really, really sad. And we're also creating more and more steel. As my steel production kind of came to a halt because I totally forgot about it. But we're making steel bars down here, so we don't need to care about fuel. It's all happening down here. We don't have a really big production right now, so I haven't set up the burrows yet. As I said, I think I'm going to do it in a private session, and then I'm just going to show you what I did exactly, because this way it's easier for all of us to understand what happened. Because I think if I would just do it while playing, I think we would end up in a situation where I would like do something and then say, oh no, this was wrong. I need to make more trousers. Yeah, and then was like say, oh no, this was wrong, and turn it back, and everybody would be confused in the end. Oh, this copper spike. Yeah, CC cannot use it or take it. This is the spike of human. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to take it back like every 10 minutes, and then everybody could be confused, and it would have no one. So this is why I'm going to do it in a private session, and then I'm just going to tell you how I did it. It's easier this way. Why is there clay lying around here? What is this corpse? It's a dead shrub. A muddy dead shrub. Okay. Talking about corpses, the fire imps came up, but I was able to kill them pretty fast, so I didn't even make a video. But we now have other animals I really would like to catch, actually. So I'm trying to figure out a plan on how to catch them. Where is it? Here it is. Magma crabs. Because magma crabs are actually burning through your cages, so I need to get a fireproof cage and then try to catch them somehow. It can be a bit difficult, but I should be able to find a way at some point. Okay, and we got another visitor. We also have doctor visiting, and now right here came an engineer visiting, so our library seems to be under quite high demand. So let's have a look at it actually. Was it here? Yes, here it was. Well, it has some visitors. Like this doctor that is visiting. But sadly he doesn't want to stay. He was just curious about the wise floor. Do I have books that got created yet? Yeah. Let's have a look at them. It says Students Humans, a cryolite bound codex. What are you? This written portion consists of a 22-page essay entitled The Students Humans, authored by Mim Glitterorgan. Concerns the marriage of the human as a... Okay. Writing Stanley 7 Dolce. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. Okay, so this is not a really good book. And it's a 55-page guide. Concerns the forest retreat purple snorts. The writing is quite self-indulgent, yeah. Okay, yeah, because I don't have good writers. I think that will change when we make the big library of the ice. Once we are at that. What? Okay, I thought he was stuck. Yeah, I got the guys that got stuck out without needing to restart the whole fight. By the way, what I did was I dug up here, then I was like, oh no, this is not going to cut it, so I dug out another staircase up here, and then I dug towards them. I have no idea how they even got there. They had to climb like 2 or 3 walls just to get to this point. And then of course it was a major pain. Yeah, and we have a lot of Jaitas lately showing up, so like these big cavern cows, and my hunters are doing their best to kill them. Which actually helps with my leather production and my meat, because I ran out of food because my cooks were working day and night, and as you can see, like all my food stores are filled. Okay, not really all of them, but they're looking quite good. So I think we can withstand like a 3-year siege without worrying about food. And even then, we could like hunt new food. But just look at this: 18,122. All right. And drinks we get around 6,900. So I think we are pretty good in that area. Yeah. I hope there won't be as many dead as in the last few episodes. Runpa. Oh yeah, Runpa got forked with one of my other Marks dwarfs and lost some of his teeth. Yeah, there was a bit of fighting, but nothing really interesting. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I need to record that. Yeah, Runpa. No, half problems. Has some wounds. Yeah, broke some of his bones. There were a lot of broken arms and broken ribs. So Jolt really punched it out, and I'm actually considering on getting Jolt into my military, but he is one of my best wood burners. So there's that. So if you have a look at him, he's a novice Marksdwarf. So he was a Marksdwarf at some point, and he's a novice striker for some reason. Novice dodger. So he seems to be have been a fighter before he joined our fortress. As you can see, he didn't even took a single hit during the whole fight. Killed 2 people, punched some others out, punched out a Marksdwarf. Yeah, Yoltz is a force to reckon with, I guess. Oh, we have a Elite Marksdwarf. Nice. Didn't even notice. Rosita turned into a Elite Marksdwarf. Oh yeah, we're going to profit from that one. Yeah, I filled my moat down here. I still haven't found a way to get safely to her corpse. But I found a way to get to his corpse by just putting down a staircase. I don't know if I'm going to remove it or not, because staircases can be useful near water. Yeah, I filled it up to 4, that won't drown an enemy, but would significantly slow him down. And it would give a nice splash if they fall from the cliff. And also, it's still not deep enough for my dwarves to drown, so they can go down the stairs and wash themselves if they need to. And also, I still have some iron ore lying around here, and I don't want to lose that. I have a lot of iron ore, exactly. Not exactly, but actually, look at it. How many iron bars do I have? 653. So I'm good on that front. I don't know how many pig iron I have. Pig iron bars, 44. So you need pig iron bars and flagstone. No, you need the flagstone to create the pig iron bars, and then you can create steel with that. With the pig iron bar, with real iron and the flagstone. And well, steel, of course, the best thing next to adamantine weapons. As I said, I'm going to produce adamantine weapons as soon as my weaponsmiths down here are good enough to do so. What is Checker doing here? Tons of zinc bars. Okay, man, stop smelting sphelerite, because I don't know what to do with all the zinc. Could create like rings and amulets and stuff. Let's do that. No, actually I can create furniture with zinc. Furniture. Let's see. What would make sense? Nothing really, but other objects. Zinc. Book bindings. Book bindings are making sense. Alright, zinc is not really that good of a metal, so it won't improve the value a lot, but well, at least it will improve it a bit. I also stripped all of my dwarfs at some point, at least all of their worn out items. You can do that by opening your dwarf therapist and just type clean owned and then an X, and it will make all of your dwarfs dropping and dumping all of their one items, which will actually increase your frame rate quite a bit, especially if you have a dumping zone like I have, where I can smash it afterwards. How much stuff do we have lying around in here anyway? Not a lot, I would imagine. Yeah, just a lot of skulls. I selected some of the dogs again. But like, if your dwarves are just letting the one stuff lying around, like this guy, you would need to click through all of them, click through all your cabinets. Oh, here's a sock here. Okay, this is okay. Here has a rope reach-through, and so on and so forth. And this way, clean-owned eggs, and they will dump all of the one items, and they will stop just lying around. And after a while, they will have a lot of them, especially if you keep producing new items, and they will drop their one stuff. And if they are tidy, they will bring it to their cabinets, but if they are untidy, they will just drop it where they stand. Do I actually? Yeah, okay, my pet cemetery still has open spots. my real cemetery was actually overfilled. That's why I needed to increase it in size. As you can see, I had a lot of jet dwarfs lately. Scully, Hossein, Puffert. How was Puffert dying? I need to create more slabs so I can know how died of what. I had one was opinioned, suffocated. Oh yeah, he was the first guy that suffocated. He was actually the guy I was starting to getting concerned on why he was suffocating. Scully also suffocated, yeah. So we really need to find out what suffocated our guys. I hope it stops now. Said I killed the forgotten beast that was hiding out. But you can never be sure. Maybe someone in the forums can help me if it keeps happening. Why are you puking everywhere? Why are you nauseated? Oh, okay, he was running around outside. Yeah, I should do that with my military dwarves. Oh, yeah. One thing, you might have wondered what this is. This is a really shitty looking thing. It looks like there is still a problem. I remember there was a problem before. On where paved roads are looking like plant pots. Like this is a rough autoclassed road. Yeah, no, it's not. It looks like a field. Here, look, this is a real field. This is what this looks like. So, I'm going to remove this. All of this. Also, what did I put up here? Some kind of road, slate road. Yeah, I put a slate road up here, and it just looks like black sand. So not really good looking. Currently, I am creating blocks, and I tried it out here. So this is an autoclassed road. This is conglomerate, and this is a diorite. I will also try mica, and I don't know what the bluestone was, but yeah, I will try it out, have a look on how it looks if I pave it with it, and then I will just have a nice road into my fortress. Down through this gate here. And yeah, I think I will create a second ring at some point around here, and then have a real entrance into the tavern. So just like this will be, this whole area will be secluded from the outside world. So you still have to go through the tavern to get outside. But like this will be the human village in here, because I don't want my humans running around underground. Not only because they are not happy underground, but mostly because I don't want them to see everything, especially the mercenaries. I don't want a mercenary leaving me after 4 years of seeing all my underground caverns, especially this area here. This will all be forbidden unless you're working in here once the burrows are set up. And I will also set up high priority routes across this bridge, so they won't stop crossing the brook. Yeah, it's actually quite nice that they can cross the brook without sinking into the water somehow. I don't know if this counts as swimming or something. I don't think so. Are you a legendary swimmer by now? He would be. He's a dabbling swimmer. Huh. So I don't know if it's training actually swimming, but I don't think so. I think it's like there are stones in there and they are stepping over the stones or something weird like that. But yeah, I want them of course to use the bridge with the bronze and pillars. And once this tower is standing, I don't even know how big I want to make it. Like 3 or 4 stories big, and then of course a big platform on top of it so I can shoot down. And yeah, I want to have a cool moat around it. All the good stuff. I don't even know, like, I hope next time the goblins attacking me, they attack me with a real siege force, because they tried twice now and all of them died. And that normally makes the game using more and more and bringing up trolls and flying stuff and them riding on big dogs and all the good stuff. And I hope that will happen soon, because the last 2 sieges were a bit boring, to say the least. I think I could have brought in 2 melee dwarfs and they would have killed everything. Maybe even my crossbow dwarfs would have killed everyone. So I'm hoping for a really big attack at some point, and I hope they bring trolls and big beasts that can break doors, and then we will see if they go for this area or if they go straight for my main fortress. I think they go straight for the main fortress because this is where the throne room is, and I think the game is targeting the throne room. But it could also be that they are seeing the door and thinking, oh yeah, this is a smashable item, let's destroy this, and I don't know if they will go down then, but I guess we will find out at some point. And yeah, that's it for today. I know, not really interesting, it's just more or less of an update to the current situation. And I see you guys on the next episode of Dwarf Fortress Stoneembraced. The fortress where we embrace each other and do peace, even though we don't wanna.